Rashid, my son, he was 19. He was doing an engineering apprenticeship, so he was going to work. But that day, he didn't come back home. He was a type of boy that even if he was going to be 10 minutes late, he would always phone me. I didn't get a phone call. We reported him missing immediately that night. But initially, obviously, because he was 19, it'd only been half an hour. The police weren't going to do anything really at that point. We just didn't sleep all night, constantly looking at our phones, waiting for him to call, waiting for him to message us, but there was nothing. It was only on the Monday morning that I got a message through from him. I immediately knew something was very, very wrong. I still didn't know what, but I thought, this doesn't feel right, this doesn't sound right. I constantly messaged him afterwards saying, where are you, what's happening, It was getting very little back. All I got was he said he would be without a phone for 30 days, and then the phone went dead. The 30 days came and went, nothing. And then it was like 6 weeks, nothing, 8 weeks, nothing. It was actually 10 weeks before I heard anything. I was at work and I was just going to visit a client. I remember his words just saying, "Mama." And he just kept going, "Mama." And then I said, and I just kept going, "Rashid, where are you?" And he goes, "I'm sure you've guessed." I had a feeling, I knew because, the police had told us he'd been seen on CCTV images boarding a plane to Turkey. So my thoughts were already there, but I just needed him to say it to me. It's almost like I needed him to actually say the words to me. And then he just said, "I'm in Raqqa." I remember when we had the shock of finding out that my mother had a brain tumour. We knew that she had a few months to live, and it was the same with my son. I didn't know how long, it could be weeks, months, but I knew he had a death sentence. I knew he was going to die. When your child dies, you immediately share it. You openly grieve. I couldn't do that. what he was sold, and then to have this life in Birmingham where he's free running, he's going to a normal job. He wasn't a soldier, he wasn't trained, he had no skills, and that's why he lived very little over there. Once they threw him on that front line, he didn't last very long. As a mother, you always have this guilt, and you feel that you should have seen signs, you should have known or guided him. But not knowing fully what radicalization was or how subtle it is, it's impossible. I can beat myself up for the rest of my life saying, why didn't I do this? But the only way I can change that into something positive is by transferring what I've learned to other families and direct them into that kind of having a different course for their loved one. And I feel that if anything, if I can stop somebody, it will feel like I'm saving my son maybe, because I couldn't save him.